Kingdoms. So yeah, mom got arrested. I ended up getting originally expelled. And then my dad worked it out. He's like, hey, you know, my ex-wife's a fuck up. He's fucking stupid. You know, let's figure something out. So like, I had to go to AA classes, NA classes.
How old were you, bro?
19.
Oh, that's not that bad.
So I think my last day, it was October 17th, 2000 is when I left. I didn't go back until January 2001. Mm-hmm. So like, I got 3 months off of high school my senior year, and I still graduated. So fuck all y'all. Mm-hmm. But no, so I was pretty heavy set.
At least you didn't have to take the impact.
I was pretty heavy set in high school. So when I got back to Florida, my dad grounded me. I'm 19 years old. I'm like, you can't ground me. My dad's like, you can go live somewhere else then. So I wasn't allowed to leave the house. I was basically on house arrest.
Right.
So my fat ass was like, what if I start running? And my dad laughed at me like, your fat ass ain't going to run. But that's the only way I was allowed out of the house. Unless it was like to go to a grocery store or something like that. Like he would not let me out of the house for anything. So I just started running like fucking Forrest Gump. Running. So I got to a point like doing 9 miles a day. So I went from like...
You got Florida heat too?
So when I started my senior year, I was like 260 something pounds. I graduated, I was 100 pounds less.
Wow.
And
you went from 260 to 160?
263 to 159.
Wow.
In like 6 months.
Jesus.
Okay, was that like muscle?
No, so I had a six pack and everything. Yeah, so like I was
crazy.
But when I tell you I was tiny, I was like.
You were shredded.
Well,
yeah,
it's because I was literally 160 pounds when I graduated, and I was an outside linebacker, and I was a small one.
Yeah.
So like.
No, so I was just, but at that point I was like, all right, well I like this. You know, honestly, I like the attention I got from girls. I was like, yo, this is.
They don't like fat guys? What?
Nah, bro. So like, because you know, bro, charismatic. So you know. I still was able to talk to girls. They still liked me. But, dude, when you start, then I'm like, oh, shit, now he looks decent, too. It was like, it worked. So I was like, man, this is what you do. You lift weights, you get girls. Like, so.
And I got a big dick. What?
Nah, I got a millimeter monster. We know this. 12.5 millimeters.
All of 2 inches, guys. All of 2 inches.
1.9. It's like 2.9 inches.
You can round it up, right?
Yeah.
Come on. 3.
Let's do it solid.
Damn, bro. Mad 90s, too.
Yeah. So, so I did. So, got to college and I just start like lifting. End up becoming friends with a professional bodybuilder called Darren Charles.
Yeah.
Okay. He's won like 20-something, 18 shows. He's done the Mr. Olympia and stuff. We end up becoming training partners. Worked at his training studio, and then it was a human pin cushion. Because if you're going to try to be a pro bodybuilder, you got to be a human pin cushion. So took a shit ton of steroids, and then I did shows. I did. It's no longer there. I did the Southeast, which was like in Miami. I got first in the light heavyweights, so I was like 190 something pounds.
Solid.
Yeah. So and then the next week I did Hollywood, won the light heavyweights. Then I did. I did 5 shows. I won 4 of the 5, and then my last show, I got 6th place, and I thought I deserved better. So I just asked them. I was like, "Yo, why did I get 6th place?" And I was like 212, 215 pounds, and they're like, "Yeah, for your height, you need to be like 265 pounds on stage." And I was like, "Yeah, my nose is bleeding every day from my blood pressure." So I made a decision. I was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna."
Jesus.
Yeah, and then, but after I stopped bodybuilding. Because I used to eat like 3 pounds of meat a day, 20 egg whites a day, 30 egg whites a day. So when I stopped bodybuilding, like I just stopped eating food. And my body just changed quick. Because I hated food. Like I have a love-hate relationship with food. Because I was eating so much food, I was like, dude, I don't have to eat anymore. So I eat like once a day, and then my whole body changed.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a crazy lifestyle, dude. Bodybuilding.
So I need to finish losing this last 80 pounds. What steroids should I take?
Ooh, Trenobolin. But you got to be careful because with Tren, you're going to end up crying. But you're going to be like, oh, why am I so skinny? I don't even know.
That's a good answer. Now I know not to take it.
Right.
What about Anavar?
Man,
or is Anavar like pussy ass?
No, Anavar's good. Anavar's good. I've taken Anavar. What? I did like 50, 60 milligrams of it. I got a funny story about Anavar. I'd taken it for a while. Was dating this chick. We broke up, and then moved everything out of the house, and left my vitamin thing there. So she gave it to her baby daddy. They're not dating anymore, but she gave it to him. She's like, hey, here's some vitamins and stuff. You know, you could use them, or you can use it to hold your vitamins. Homeboy was out drinking and driving. Got a DUI in Florida. They call them DUIs. Right. He got a DUI, and he got popped because he had Anavar in the car. Don't be giving people my drugs. And I feel next, dude, his lawyer's good.
Pissed, bro.
Dude, his lawyer. So originally, do you know the strip test they do is shitty. So it popped his fucking oxycodone. Right. So first I was like, because she called and told me, like, nah, man, I was real Anavar. I was like, shit, oxycodone don't get you ripped. So, but when they did the real test with the real, not just the field test, when they did it, it came back. But oxycodone is
at the time it was like super legal.
No, oxycodone is a lesser charge than steroids. That's fucking stupid.
I mean, the oxycodone's big ball.
Well, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit might have something to say about that.
So,
rest in peace. Well, he was kind of a douche, yeah.
So,
he beat the crap out of his family. Anyways,
well,
we don't want to get
it's steroids.
That's a tough conversation.
It's steroids. Are you a pro wrestling fan?
I am a pro wrestling fan.
Jesus Christ. I'm backing up on something.
He hates pro wrestling.
I don't hate it, man. I don't. I'm not 11 years old anymore, bro. Why are you looking at my crap?
You still believe. Because your fucking bulge is hanging out.
Stop, dude.
You feel weird? Does that make you feel weird that another man just looked at your bulge? It did, didn't it?
Bro, like, blatantly, like...
There you go. Made it even more. Ah, man. So you've been keeping up with the current product or what?
Man, it's been hard. You know, it's just a shitty-ass product, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, it's been horrible. So,
what about the AEW shit?
AEW's been good, but like the WWE, man,
it's like, out of respect to still watch it, but it's so trash.
Bro, like I just watched the last pay-per-view they had. It's like, dude, fucking Cain Velasquez freaking Brock Lesnar. It was horrible. Then you had Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champion, fighting some guy Braun Strowman.
Was that good?
Nah,
Braun Strowman's jacked, though.
Dude, Braun Strowman's Braun Strowman's a cool dude because I have a friend who's a pro wrestler. His name is Thaddeus Bullard. Yeah. Goes by Titus O'Neil. He's a Florida Gator, but
we'll forgive him. We'll forgive him. I know who he is.
But no, so like a couple years ago when they were here, I got to go backstage, meet some of those guys, and bro, like Braun Strowman, besides he's a big fuck dude, nicest guy in the world. Yeah. So.
I follow him on Instagram.
Rusev, like I got to meet Rusev. I got to meet Dana Brooke. I got to meet a bunch of
Rusev. To me, like pound for pound, he's one of the biggest people I've ever seen.
He's a big dude, just muscular, like
not
thick.
Tall,
just thick.
Fuck, like he looks like he like bends steel for a living. So he just goes. Braun Strowman looks like he eats children for a living. That's how big he is.
So real quick, I just got an email.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh shit.
Performing at the Addison Improv on the Funniest Comic of Texas competition.
Damn, bro.
But they picked a date that I can't do it at, so I gotta let them know I can't do it.
That sucks.
Bro, you are fucking killing it, dude.
So that'll be fun. So,
bro. And, you're gonna hear it first. I know that I promised certain peoples and I'm gonna break some confidentiality issues, but both of y'all know, but I'm gonna announce it here first. Jesus. I'm producing a show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brandyn Alejos. You know what? We might have to redo some of these lineups and put you as a headliner, bro, because you're doing Funniest Comic in Texas.
Dude, let's see. We got some good people. You have Arlington. They have Houston. Shit, it'll be San Antonio's on it this year.
Damn.
That's right. The dude at the LOL Comedy Club in San Antonio got bought out by the Improv. It's still called LOL.
Really? So, I have a question. Go for it.
Okay, thank you. Hey, he told me that right now you I don't remember if it was a portion or if you own the whole deal on the CBD store.
Yeah, I'm a partner in a CBD brand. Yeah.
Where's it at?
So manufacture everything in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So it's Shaman.
No. It's called Uncle's Pete CBD.
Okay.
So the owner's a guy named Pete Johnsberger, super cool dude. So we make it's isolated CBD. So there's different spectrums. There's broad, full, and isolate. So isolate is the purest form, and it has 0% THC. So you can take isolate every day, and it doesn't. So full and broad, they do have some other things that isolate doesn't, but the more you take it, the more THC builds up in your system, so you can test positive. Okay. So we do gummy bears with melatonin to help you sleep.
Oh, nice.
We have a hangover remedy, so it's got that, vitamin C, B, some NAC. We got regular capsules. We have like the little tinctures you put under your tongue. My favorite product we make is a topical roll-on. It's got 500 milligrams of CBD, arnica. Yeah, it's like a little icy hot stick.
Oh wow! So, are you guys gonna do like CBD joints like some of these other companies are doing now?
Man, so right now, don't think we're gonna do that.
No flower.
No, so just because the flowers, it's hard to get it isolated, and we want to stay with isolate.
Okay.
So hopefully, we're in 390 something stores in the United States. We started in September. Next week, going to meet with HEB grocery store to see if we can get there. So HEB, CBD wise, are only doing topicals. So since we manufacture it, we're going to show them some. So we'll see.
Oh wow, man!
Yeah. I mean, I've seen guys just explode with stores everywhere.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah. So it was funny because today we were talking, and I was talking to Pete, and he's like, "Man, he wants bigger sales," and I'm like, "There's so many there's too many brands.
Right.
It's so saturated. It's hard, and we came really late to the game. Some of these brands have been out for a year already. We're like the newest brand.
So what you got to do is you got to hop on a growing podcast and believe in a growing podcast, and
I love it. You hear that, Pete?
and we'll help each other grow.
Yeah.
But it's fun, man. It's cool to see you do this because you're also part of Giant Nutrition as well.
Yeah, so same owners and everything. So Giant's a little bit different. It's sports nutrition products. So we have 4 keto items, like an MCT oil, a collagen, a keto BHB, and then like a keto fat bomb. It's made with real pasteurized cream cheese. It tastes like a cheesecake. It's amazing. Then we do like regular protein, a whey and isolate, pre-workout branch chain. So it's standard stuff. Like there's no bells or whistles there. It's a quality product, but it's nothing innovative.
You guys sponsor a local UFC fighter.
Yeah, James McSweeney. Yeah, we sponsor. So years ago, when I was with a previous company, sponsored him. And a couple months ago, I was at Hyenas in Plano, and he was there with his wife. So he used to live in Florida. Then he lived in Vegas. He lived in Colorado.
Yeah, he used to train with the Black Zillions.
So I didn't know he moved to Texas. He gets on stage. Ahmed put him on stage. They were talking about the ping pong things that they do over there, where the girls put ping pongs in their hoo-ha and do crazy. Yeah. So afterwards we talked, and he's like, "Hey mate, what are you doing?" So he actually is opening up a gym.
I think it is open. He opened up a new location.
Yeah, it's like 8,500 square feet. So
big spot.
Yeah.
Him being in the area is a big thing for the MMA community here, because this outside of like Machado and his guys, there's not really a big MMA like scene out here. And him coming in and bringing that experience from the East Coast and Dutch, it's big, man.
Yeah.
It's big. So, how'd you get into nutrition, dude? Through bodybuilding and just sales?
So when I was in 2001, when I moved back to Florida after high school, went back to Florida and I needed a job. So there's a vitamin shop in Coral Springs, Florida that opened up. I went there. I was like, "Hey, you guys need help?" And it was funny. This dude Robert was the manager. He was a dick. He's like, "No, we don't need fucking help." Blah, blah, blah. So like 3 weeks later, I went back and it was a new manager. It was dude Jose. Fucking dude was hell. I'm like, "Yo, you need help?" And he's like, "Yeah, we do. You want to interview right now?" Interviewed. I looked the part. Hired me. So yeah, it was a fun. Where I learned a lot because Vitamin Shop. I worked at Vitamin Shop GNC. Ran a privately owned store for a couple of years in Davie called Supplement Warehouse.
I remember that. I remember those around.
University Fitness Gym. I worked the front desk until I got my personal training certificate. Did training there. Trained people at Fitness First.